Good morning. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. At this time, please turn off your cell phone and refrain from talking loudly so that each graduate's name can be heard. Before we begin, I'd like to direct your attention to the floral arrangements on the stage. These beautiful bouquets are a reminder of those who are not here with us today. I'd like to ask everyone to join me in observing a moment of silence to remember those students, alumni, and friends of WSE who passed on in the last year. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Please be seated. Welcome to the spring 2018 commencement at Williston State College. Today we are celebrating our 57th commencement. Thank you all for joining us for this important occasion. I am personally glad that each of you is here to join in the celebration. Family, friends, faculty, college staff, and especially our newest graduates. The campus looks great today. The gymnasium looks great. I want to give a couple of thank yous for the people that have really put this together. First off, Clay and the maintenance and custodial staff, Chris and Kate and their planning committee, Dr. Norris and our WSC and community band members. Thank you all for making this a special celebration. I'd also like to recognize Brad Beckedahl, our legislator, our senator, representing Williston, and Brad's also in the band, I think, today, so he's like pulling double duty. Verlin Quandy, the Williamson County Sheriff, is here. Howard Klug, our mayor, and then we're also joined today by Gary Tsukete's wife and his son-in-law. So again, a personal thank you to all of you for joining us. I'd like to introduce the members that are with me up on the platform. If you would remain standing as I call your names out, and if you would please hold your applause till we get through it, everybody. Kim Wiseman, Faculty Senate President. Kaylin Bondi, Vice President for Student Affairs. Ward Crozier, Foundation Board President. Crystal Hotchkiss, Faculty Speaker. Kathleen Nesset, our representative from the State Board of Higher Education. Terry Olson, Director for the Williston State College Foundation. Gary Tsukete, our graduation speaker. And Kimberly Ray, the Director for Extended Learning. Kim, would you join me at the microphone, please?
Good morning. At this time, could I get Dr. Kyle Norris and Amanda Davis to the stage, please? Upon recommendation of your peers and approval of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I hereby confer on you the rank of Associate Professor with all its rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining to that academic rank. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me at this time recognize our newest associate professors, Dr. Kyle Norris and Amanda Davis. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. I'd also like to have any former faculty or staff that are with us today, please stand. Current staff and faculty, please stand. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for your service to Williston State College.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2018 faculty speaker, Crystal Hotchkiss. Crystal was born and raised in Williston, North Dakota. She began her employment at Williston State College as a student worker and was hired as a full-time employee that same year. She completed her associate in applied science from WSC in 2008 and continued her studies at Dickinson State for her bachelor's degree, and most recently completed her master's degree at the University of South Dakota in 2017. During her time at WSC, she worked in student finance, institutional research, and academic record. She will recently relocate to Grand Forks with her husband and her hockey-obsessed 4-year-old to further her career in education as a student record business analyst at the NDUS Core Technology Services. Crystal's biggest accomplishments during her time at WSC include revamping her academic advising training, implementing academic requirement reports, improving institutional data presentation and collection, and most importantly, providing quality service and supporting students. So please help me welcome Crystal up here.
Good morning, WSC personnel, family, friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2018. It is an honor to be standing here today on behalf of Williston State College faculty to recognize our graduates. Never in my wildest dreams did I see myself being elected by WSC faculty as a commencement speaker, but I'm pretty sure it's because of all the gold stars I handed out during my time here. First off, WSC personnel, family, and friends, celebrate your contributions to this graduating class. You have all contributed your knowledge, support, and personal experiences to these graduates. Education is not about only writing papers and reading literature. It's also about how you can relate what you've learned to your life experiences and future endeavors. Your contributions to their education will follow them throughout their lifetime. And finally, graduates, first and foremost, let's celebrate your success. You've made it. You are sitting here today after working so hard. You have probably gone through exhaustive nights of studying, last-minute paper submissions, and most likely substantial amounts of caffeine. You have built relationships with your classmates and WSC personnel, expanded your horizons with new opportunities, and some of you have played a vital role in student organizations. All of these involvements have brought forward opportunities and challenges that have played a part in your educational experience. They have helped drive your educational and personal goals while preparing you for your next step in life. Herb Brooks, coach of the 1980 United States men's hockey team, stated that great moments are born from great opportunities. Graduates, I want you to take this time to think back on your moments at Williston State College. Remember that these moments have added to your skills, your education, and will be with you as you start your next adventure. Now go out there and grab your next opportunity. And always remember, once a Teton, always a Teton. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Erin Romrell, who will bring greetings for today's graduates. Erin is from Ontario, Canada. Today, Erin is graduating with an Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and an Associate in Applied Science and Business Management. During his time at WSC, he was the Diversity Club President, the WSC Ambassador, a member of Student Senate and the Teton Activity Board, and was a goalie for the Tetons hockey team. His favorite part of WSC is the true feeling of care and compassion within the entire school community. He will continue his education and hockey career at Maryville University in St. Louis, Missouri. His goals are to become a human resource manager or work with a major sports organization. Please help me welcome Erin Romrell.
Good morning, staff, faculty, friends, family, and the graduating class of 2018. What can I say but, wow, we've made it. We made it through all the ups and downs, the happy times, and the sad times. We have persevered over these past couple years to exceed our own expectations. There's so many people we need to thank for this outstanding accomplishment. First and foremost, Dr. Miller. You've been an inspiration to myself and the entire school. Your dedication to student achievement and student well-being is something that has impacted us all, and we cannot begin to thank you enough for all that you do. To the staff and faculty, Thank you for opening up to us and allowing us to feel welcome. You are the workforce behind every student's accomplishment, and you truly make us, as students, believe you are the people that make the difference. To all the friends and family that have supported us over these past years in our pursuit of the best education possible. All the long nights of car rides, studying, and heartache, we want to thank you for being in our corner and supporting us no matter what. And the last group that we need to thank is truly ourselves. When you leave here today, look yourself in the mirror and realize that it was you that made this all possible. All the long nights spent in front of the computer screen, the long days of work to pay for your schooling, you've dedicated all your time and effort to accomplishing a goal. The hard work has paid off. There's a gentleman in the crowd today that has been my idol, my inspiration since I was born. And he said these words to me: never close any doors and never burn any bridges. If you happen to be looking for this man, he's got a big gray beard, bigger than mine, and the better looking version of me. Over the past school years, we've opened so many new doors and have built and created new bridges and paths. To the students who are transferring to four-year universities, I wish you all the best in your goal to achieve a bachelor and/or master's degree. To the students who have accepted jobs in their selected career, I wish you nothing but the best and true happiness. And to those who have not yet decided, just know that we're all here to support you in whatever your decisions may be. To the graduating class of 2018, you are no longer my classmates. You are my friends and my family. Congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Aaron. It is now my pleasure to introduce Daria Ferguson, who will bring greetings for today's graduates. Daria is from Saline, Louisiana. Daria moved to Watford City in 2012 and came to WSC after learning about the regional scholarship. While at WSC, she was a leader in crew, a resident assistant in Frontier Hall, a supplemental instructor in the communication lab, and a member of Phi Theta Kappa. Her favorite thing about WSC is the community. Daria is graduating today with an Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degrees. She will continue her education at the University of North Dakota, where she plans to major in English. Please help me welcome Daria Ferguson.
I'm too short for this. Good evening to everyone attending graduation today. I want to thank you all for making it here this morning, and I would like to firstly thank a few people that have personally helped me get here today. First, my parents, who never stopped supporting me in my endeavors, even during the few terrible months where I was going up to them every other day with a different life plan or a different, I guess I could do this. I know it wasn't easy. Next, the professors here at Wilson State College. The community here truly is my favorite thing about this school, and all of my professors have taught me extremely valuable lessons through the 2 years I've been here. Likewise, the people that have offered me many positions at WSC, such as Kirby Lund, Kim Wiseman, and Kaylin Bondi, as well as the people that have been working side by side with me, like all of my really good friends at the Math and Communications Lab, and my fellow RAs, and especially my awesome boss, Kit Hernandez. Thank you all so much. You guys have made these 2 years amazing. First, I would like to state that this isn't going to be a long and drawn-out speech, hopefully, so you can all let out the breath you've been holding. Many of you have probably brought your speeches to me in the communications lab to be reviewed, and yet, despite all of my preaching to each and every single one of you to don't procrastinate and give yourself plenty of time to practice, I wrote this speech definitely later than planned. This is why I didn't get an A in Kim's speech class. I'm very happy to be up on this stage congratulating each and every one of you and myself on making it here. I would also like to congratulate all of the professors here for dealing with the same annoying students for 2 years straight. It is truly a miracle. The wait is over. We are finally leaving for hopefully greener pastures and possibly even more education, or to join or rejoin the workforce. When I first came to Williston State College, I was an incredibly nervous little freshman. When it was day one and my brother and I were sitting out in our car after an hour drive from Watford, I was anxious for this new stage of my life. I felt the world at my fingertips, and yet I didn't feel like I was quite ready for this new phase. Nevertheless, I walked down the hallway and made my way to my first class after examining a map of campus for a long time to make sure I was walking into the right room. Within the first week, some of the professors knew my name, and I had a few class friends that I was starting to get to know. Since then, I have taken about 64 credit hours worth of classes, gotten to know many professors quite well, and have been offering quite a few amazing opportunities. Now, due to who I am as a person, I put a lot of work into everything I did, not really thinking that I would get much out of it. And then I was offered a job at the communications lab, because apparently I was good at writing. Before this, I honestly had no idea. I also received an invitation to be a co-student leader of Crew, a Christian organization on campus that I had been attending for a while. I became a member of Phi Theta Kappa and became a resident assistant in Frontier Hall for my sophomore year. And through working really hard on most things, I was able to make some amazing connections and opportunities. I want this to be the message of my speech. So many people look at us these days, our generation, as being so lazy and selfish, which I can say for a fact is not reality. We're the ones that are pursuing higher education right now. We're the world's next leading scientists, engineers, politicians, doctors and nurses, artists and writers. We will make awe-inspiring poetry and discover things about the universe that no one knew before. We will save countless lives and possibly lose countless lives in the struggles to come. But our future roles take hard work. It takes hard work to prove society and the world wrong. We will need to fight for the future, for ourselves, our children, and our children's children. We cannot wallow in our laziness, our insecurities, our unwillingness to get up, to make a difference, to make a stand. For these past 2 years, and for these years ahead of us, we will have needed to work hard to succeed. Our future and the future of the world depends on it. Plenty of us have mocked our elders for standing by, for not taking the actions we would have taken. And yet here we are, waiting on someone else to go out and vote, someone else to make a difference, someone else to go build that thing or write that book. And if you're one of those people who believe that you can't make a difference, that no matter what you do, it doesn't matter, you're wrong. Your opinion does matter. Your actions, this is for you, Mom, will affect generations to come. Do not go from here thinking that you can sit back and relax this summer, that you can forget every lesson that you have learned. Do not go out into the next school year and think that you can wait till the last minute to get help on that project. In order to prove everyone wrong who is just waiting for us to fail, standing over us with pointing fingers saying, "I knew it, I always knew they would fall," prove them all wrong by putting your best effort into what you do. So as you go from here, from this graduation where we say we did it, we made it through speech class, through weekly information festivals, and through creating too many rhetorical situations. Some of us recorded Stout's laughter for extra credit points, and at least most of us have made it through one class where we had no idea what was going on. So as we go from here, I want to encourage you, to implore you, no matter where you're going, back to your families, work, a different college, or a different state, to actually put your best effort into it. We cannot sit back and watch the world turn around us, waiting on something to change. We have to go out ourselves with glittering eyes and fiery hearts and grab the future we want and not let go. We must work hard to change our world and our lives. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron and Daria. Today we are pleased to be joined by the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education member Kathleen Nesset. She is president of Nesset Consulting, which provides well site geologic geosteering services to the oil industry since 1980. She received a BA in geology from Brown University, and as I found out this morning, was also a hockey player there. I didn't know that before. Before taking work in the energy industry in Michigan, Texas, and Wyoming. In 1979, she moved to North Dakota, pursuing work as an independent petroleum geologist. She's the owner of Nesset Farms and formerly worked in the Tioga School District, also serving on the Tioga School Board. Currently, she manages well site geology and mud logging crews throughout the Bakken and the Northern Rockies region. Ms. Nesset is a member of several professional boards and associations, including the North Dakota Petroleum Council Board of Directors, the Bush Foundation, and the UND Petroleum Engineering Advisory Committee. She's a powerful advocate and voice for Williston State College and the Bakken region. Please welcome Kathleen Nesset.
Well, good morning. Dr. Miller, thank you very much. To our family, our faculty, staff, our friends, and most importantly, to our graduating class of 2018. On behalf of the State Board of Higher Education, let me congratulate you on your achievements. Each spring, the board members are allowed to go to one of the campuses and deliver an address and congratulate the students on behalf of the State Board of Higher Education. My choice is Williston State College. Every year that Dr. Miller will invite me back. I love to come here. Williston was my first home when I came to North Dakota in 1979, following my career in the oil fields. I've been working in this region for a long time, and I've been able to watch as Williston State College has grown. It's grown through name changes and different areas of diversity. It's been with pride and gratitude as this college's staff and faculty has accomplished great things. And to the faculty and staff, my thanks to you. I was very interested to learn about how Williston State College Foundation was able to expand first through the Williams County Scholarship Program, later the expansion to include more regions, into Montana, and now into Canada. That tremendous effort has proven to be the spirit of engagement of this area and the ability to provide students with a solid foundation of success. To our graduates, you are why we are here today. No matter what your educational or career goals are, I'm glad that you chose Williston State College. As a longtime employer in the energy industry, I can tell you that more and more positions are requiring some type of higher education. It may be a credential, it may be a certification, it may be a master's or a graduate degree. Some of you might be transitioning directly into your planned career. Some of you may be using your degree you've been awarded or will be awarded today as a stepping stone to further education. No matter what your plans you've made for yourself, you're moving on from a big phase in your life to new challenges and opportunities. You will overcome these challenges with the things that you have learned during your time as a Teton. And as we say, once a Teton, always a Teton. No matter what, never forget that all challenges have a solution, and each holds the promise of success. As you face these challenges, remember what you've already accomplished. Years' worth of work and study has propelled you through tests, group work, course choices. The decisions that you have each made over these years help to bring you here today to your graduation day. The final formal celebration of graduation. Enjoy it, every second of it, because you deserve it. Thank you for placing your trust in our North Dakota University system, and especially in Williston State College. We applaud your accomplishments, and we're confident that the education you've received will give each one of you a competitive edge to accomplish even more as you transition to the next phase of your life. Graduating class of 2018, you've made it. You've met the challenges presented to you. You've satisfied your degree program's requirements, and I know that many of you have taken additional steps to give back to your campus and your community. You should be extremely proud of each and every step it took to reach these goals, and there are many more milestones before you. Thank you. And congratulations to the Williston State College class of 2018. Godspeed.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our 2018 graduation speaker, Gary Tsukete. Representative Tsukete was born in Billings, Montana in 1941 and moved to Williston that same year. Tsukete graduated from Williston High School in 1959 and attended UND on a football scholarship. He graduated in 1963 with a BS in mathematics and in 1970 with a master's in mathematics. His early career involved starting his business, Tsukete Office Equipment, and teaching here at UND Williston. Both were full-time jobs. He eventually stopped teaching to focus full-time on his business. In fall 2006, Tsukete was elected as the District 1 representative to the North Dakota Legislature. After 3 terms, he will retire on November 30th, 2018. He has been heavily involved in the Williston community, from being on the Williston City Commission to serving as the chairman of the Leon B. Olson Recognition Drive that raised over $200,000 for the local school district. His accomplishments to the Williston community are many. He and his wife have been married for 57 years, have 3 daughters, 8 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. Please help me welcome this year's graduation speaker, Gary Tsukete.
Wow, what an exciting day to be at Williston State College. What a great place to be at this point in time. And congratulations to all you that have just successfully completed one of your personal goals, graduating from Williston State College with a degree. You've now added one more brick to the road to your future. You made a great choice choosing Williston State College. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today to share part of this celebration with you. I thank President Miller and his staff for inviting me. I'm so proud of all of you, as all of these folks here today are proud of you and happy to be here to celebrate this event with you. It's always fun to celebrate success. Life is about success. It's about building that road to your future, one brick at a time. We all have our own definition of success as we travel that road to our future. I have a formula for success. Being an old math teacher, I like formulas. You're so fortunate you didn't have to have me for college algebra. My formula is attitude plus goals, plus choices, plus risk equals success. When I think about attitude, I guess this is kind of funny, but I go all the way back to my childhood, and I think about that little red engine. You remember that story, don't you? The little red engine? There's a train loaded with toys and goodies, and it's traveling down the track from one town. It's got to get to the next town, and comes to a hill and the load's too heavy, can't quite make it up that hill, needs help. A number of big engines come by that could have easily pulled that train up the hill, and none of them offer to help. And here comes this little red engine, and it says to the train, You need some help? And the train refers back and said, well, you're pretty small. I don't think you can do the job. And the little red engine says, well, I think I can. So he looks up to the train and up the hill he goes. And he gets about halfway up the hill and he says, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Gets a little tough and it gets a little tougher, but he gets to the top of the hill and he gets over the hill and down he goes and he said, I knew I could. I knew I could. A great story that comes at childhood, and it has great lessons. If you think you can't, I'll guarantee you can't. So how do you know if you don't try? You got to try. You got to keep trying. You got to take the risk, and you can't be afraid of failure. You can't be afraid to fail. Many of life's greatest lessons come out of taking a risk that did not end with the desired result. Benjamin Franklin was famous for a lot of things, but one of the most he was famous for is he was an inventor. You know, couple of his inventions were bifocals and the lightning rod. And one of his famous quotes, I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways of doing it wrong. Dedication. Abraham Lincoln failed in business, and he was defeated for political office several times before becoming president of the United States. Des Linden just won the Boston Marathon. This was her 6th attempt. Her first one was in 2007, and she took 18th. As a 2-time Olympian, anything less than first place was a failure. So she ran the Boston Marathon 5 times before this year. She never did finish first, but she never quit. And each time she didn't finish first, she learned a little more about how to run that race. And in the end, she knew how to run that race, and she got first. So attitude, goals, choices, and risk. It's amazing what never say die attitude can do. So there's fly by the seat of your pants risk, which generally, definitely results in failure. And the only lesson learned there is don't fly by the seat of your pants risk. So the other is due diligence risk, which prepares you for success. So if failure results even then, you will have gained background and knowledge that's going to enable you to eventually succeed that success. So as you travel the road to your future, you will succeed your current goals, and one of your long-term goals will become your new current goal. The new goals will always have risk, carrying various degrees of risk. And the risk will be directly related to the choices that you make. So going forward, you're going to have lots of choices. You're going to be making lots and lots of choices. And they will play a major role in what your future is going to look like. A lot of those choices are going to be tough choices, difficult choices. You'll do your personal research, but you'll also probably solicit input from your family, from friends, from people whose opinion you respect and trust. And if you're a person of faith, prayer. You'll end up doing all of those. And in the end, the decision, the choice is yours. You are ultimately going to be responsible for what your future looks like. So the choices are many. The road can get a little rocky on the way. In fact, there'll probably be a few boulders in the way. And you'll find that life is not always fair. You've never heard that before, I'm sure. But with the right attitude, with good goals, choices, and educated risks, you'll find that success. And remember, success is always in the eye of the beholder. It's not, your success is not what somebody else thinks it should be, it's what you think it should be. You have proven today that you are ready to move on to the next goals and the choices for your future. You're ready to lay more bricks in that road to your future. You live in a great state. As far as I'm concerned, this is the greatest state in the Union. There are tremendous opportunities here. You live in a great nation, and there's great job opportunities all over this country. They're waiting for you to take advantage of. So before closing, I want to leave you with a few famous quotes they really are good food for thought. Abraham Lincoln, I walk slowly, but I never walk backwards. Ronald Reagan, there is no limit to the amount of good you can do if you don't care who gets the credit. Jack Kennedy, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. And Ronald Reagan again, if we ever forget that we are one nation under God, we will become a nation gone under. All good quotes, good food for thought. The Bible in Romans 12, chapter 12, verse 6 says, God has given each of us the ability to do certain things well. You all have shown here that you have ability and you have skills. So I issue to each of you a challenge and a charge. Go and work as hard as you can at becoming the best that you can be for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your city, for your state, and for your country. If that little red engine can do it, you can do it too, I'm sure. So may God bless you with success and happiness as you continue to travel on that road to your future. Enjoy your graduation day.
Gary, thank you for your service to our community, our region, and our state. We are going to miss your quiet leadership and commitment as a legislator and leader in North Dakota. This time I'd ask Kathleen Bondi to come to the microphone.
We have now come to the moment that we have all worked for, the moment for each of you to shine before your family, friends, faculty, and administration. I'm going to ask Marin and Amanda to come forward to announce the names of the graduates.
Dr. Miller, it is my distinct pleasure to present to you our 2018 candidates for degrees. Will the Associate in Arts and Associate in Science degree candidates please come forward? These students have completed requirements for an associate's degree while completing a curriculum preparing them for transfer to a baccalaureate program. Maddie Atal. Danica Baker. Jake Bird. Kayla Bloomquist. Seth Berg. Macy Brunel. Leanne Renee Clark. Terrell Coleman. Hunter Corcoran. Lisa Cotton. James Davis. Cody Deaton. Haley Dean. Gracia Eater. Justin Irvin. Jordan Kathleen Farmer. Daria Ferguson. Kaylee Mae Ferguson. Jamie Feeler. Tanika Fowler. Mariah Getz. Amanda Gooding. Bailey Ann Hagan. Cheyenne Habaker. Chris Hilly. Clayton Holt. Boston Horub. Jamie Horub. Lydia Huta. Nathan Jorgensen. Heather Marie Keeley. Kathleen Kinden. Kate Long. Austin Blake Luther. Isla Matson. Michael Melling. Corinne Mulligan. Caitlin Nice. Trevor Norby. Ben Olson. Leonard O'Neill. Hayden Owen. Trista Papka. Aaron Courtney Peters. Gage Peterson. Luke Reeb. Amanda Renneker. Maria Elena Romaine. JC Ryan. Sarah Salgado. Bart Child. Melisha Siegel. Hayden Slicker. Christian Strecker. Alyssa Seif. Delia Treadwell. Michael Ty Vandal. Rachel Vaughn. Emily Vignes. Andy Williams. Kaylee Elizabeth Williamson. Rebecca Whithouse.
Will the candidates for the Associate in Applied Science Diploma and Program Certificate please come forward? These students have completed program requirements in specific career and technical fields. Emily Richardson. Katie Sepka. Robin Booth. Marissa Cole. Henry Hoffman. Brandon Cater. Aaron Romrell. Megan Sir. Mackenzie Wilson. Kirk Cartwright. Jared Krupp. James Harden Jr. Wes Keck. Hunter Krieger. Darcy O'Neill. Charlene Darrell Crawford. Anissa Frazier. Tamara Knutson. Caitlin Schneibel. Joan Akonuri. Amy Allen. Sage Allen. Caitlin Birch. Carmen Carter. Maris Coughlin. Danielle Evans. Queen Elizabeth Fuga. Caitlin Kukuk. Sarah Lackey. Amber Newman. Teresa Peace. Kelsey Perez. Christina Phillips. Lucille Prophet. Abigail Sifa. Okay. Vivian LeRae Wayman. Jennifer Elizabeth Householder. Renee Kitaho. Heather Billings. Hannah Bromley. Casey Christensen. Aaron Dazell. Anthony Haas. Dave Hayden Jr. Jaron E. Rasmussen. Natalie Finvold. Shandy Lynch. Lindsay Bradley. Haley Dilworth. Hope Jensen. Crystal Melligan. Amanda Morris. Jessica Oliva. Caitlin Rhodes. Elizabeth Sponable. These students have completed the requirements set by the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction and are receiving the State of North Dakota GED High School Diploma. Courtney Gajewski. Thomas Gleeplay. Susan Guo. Courtney Moran. Joseph Steyer. Dorothy Mae Thompson. Dr. Miller, this concludes our presentation of degree candidates. They now await your confirmation.
Let me be the first to offer my warmest congratulations to our graduates for a prosperous and successful future. You can now call yourselves alumni of Williston State College. This day marks a wonderful milestone not only in your lives but also in the life of the college. I wish you all the best as you go forward as graduates of Williston State. Come back and see us often. Following the ceremony, you are invited to attend a barbecue and celebration sponsored by the Foundation and the Booster Club, the Alumni Association, and that will be held in the Don Scadlin Gym. Mother Nature didn't really cooperate with us, but it's going to be a great celebration, so everybody is invited to have lunch with us. I ask that the audience remain seated until the stage party, faculty, and students have recessed, at which times graduates are free to join with their family and friends. Will the graduates please rise for the confirmation of degrees, diplomas, and certificates? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Williston State College and by authority of the North Dakota State Board of Higher Education, I confer upon each of you the degrees of AA, AS, AAS, and certificates which you have earned with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. You may now move your tassels to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018. Go right ahead, Caitlin.